新エクストラが登場。リア熱線でホッガー、新しいシートなど装備一層充実、室内も一新。広いの。エンジンはおなじみレーザーだから。
Okay, so this is a 1980 Toda Corolla Ke70. Okay, Dickson, please come in. This is Dickson, the owner. Almost every weekend he'll bring this car to go drifting with his buddies. This is a little drift car for the streets. Well, this is from the 1980s. It's an old car, 40-year-old, but still looks very cool. This is what we call the DX front with two round lights. A little bit about the things that he have done to the car. We'll start with the custom lip.
And then custom white fender flare by JT Auto. And for the front and the rear is the same. NANI? Yeah, same thing.
What about the wheel and tire setup here?
Okay, so for the rim, it is a 15-inch
Okay.
8JJ and 0 offset. And for the front, I have used Corsa veera 195 50 15.
So it's a little bit stretched lah.
Yeah.
As you can see, I think this is like a replica of the Achilles ATR Sports. Yeah. Okay, so for drifting, they will need a little bit more steering angle. So what they would do is to buy angle kits, but for this car, they custom made an angle kit. So you want to explain a little bit about it?
Okay, so for the steering rack, it is the 8086.
Okay.
And they cut off the gearing teeth and then they add in more so that they can steer more. And there's custom adjustable lower arm and NRCA here, as you can see.
So as you guys can see, the angle is quite gao lah. Okay, and then what do you have for suspension?
So for the suspension, it is a adjustable high-low soft hard. And
so you say it's from an 8086, right?
Yeah, front and
okay.
the rear is the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for brakes, you're
using RX7 FC brake.
Okay. Yeah. So is it a common thing for them to fit FC RX7?
For us, our drift group, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
You say that you run a spacer, right? 25
so for
mm.
the front, it is 25.
Okay.
And it is from Half Cut Japan.
Okay.
And
so for the rear also you have spacers,
for the rear,
right?
it is 2-inch, I think.
Okay.
2-inch.
For the rear suspension also coilovers from 8086 lah, right?
Yeah.
And then the rear brakes?
The rear brakes is from Nissan Silvia.
S15 S14?
S13. S13.
Yeah, they need nice rear brakes to do the skirt lah, so to lock up the rear tires. So he hasn't installed a hydraulic brake yet, but he has this handbrake extender lah, so that he can get more leverage to pull up the stock handbrake. The rear is stock Ke70 rear end lah.
シートなど装備一掃充
With the chrome bumper, not the plastic bumper that you have before lah. He actually has previously another 4AG Ke70, but the one is 16 valve, right? Yeah. And then he sold it already, and then he got this, and then he got this as his drift car, and then another one stock 4K Ke70 to daily it. The one with aircon lah, this one don't have aircon lah. So he wants to cruise in comfort. Okay, so should we pop the hood?
Okay,
Yeah, the hood on this thing is pretty heavy. Pink engine bay. Looks like candy. Okay, so you want to talk a little bit about the engine and the ITBs?
Okay, so this one is a blacktop 20 valve. Inside there's 2 high cam, but then the duration I'm not so sure because when I buy it that time it already comes like this.
This blacktop 4AG is from front wheel drive only, right? Not
Rear drive car
so.
is
So these 4AG blacktops, they come from front wheel drive Corollas like AE101 and 111, right?
Yeah.
So blacktop is the latest 4AG already, right? There's no more after that.
No more.
Oh, okay.
ITB now have the Toda trumpet 77mm.
Okay.
And
Quite
then-
shiny.
Yeah. And then some custom mesh inside.
Okay. Just to
cut
prevent
ourselves,
prevent
the
dirt
little
lah.
rocks.
Okay.
Yeah. And custom billet cover.
For your injectors.
Yeah.
What injectors do you run? Stock lah,
Yeah,
right?
stock.
Okay.
And then for the extractor, it is a Jasma 4:1.
Okay.
And then the entire exhaust is 2.5 inch straight.
Okay. 2.5 inch straight pipe to a muffler lah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then sub radiator and oil cooler, which have then comes to here because and then comes to here because normally the oil filter is inside.
Yeah.
Then they move it up here for the oil cooler.
Yeah, and then with
there's
a sandwich plate to plug in all the oil cooler and gauges gauges Okay. He has the what is it? TMB.
Tenaga Nasional Berhad.
Fuck. Yeah. TMB strut bar. Okay, so let's go to the interior.
This one is also a half cut bucket seat.
Mhm.
I bought from Johor Mua.
Not
And-
branded lah, just took it from a Honda
Not
lah,
branded,
right?
I just took it from Honda. As you can see here, there's a marking here, EK6.
Oh, is it? He took it from a half cut EG6 lah. And then the dash, this is an 8086 dash lah, right?
Yeah. Convert
Okay.
to A86 interior for the whole dash part, the console.
So all the way from the dashboard to the center console, everything, even the shift boot, everything is A86 lah. And typical older Japanese cars with their cracked dashboard. Okay. Okay. This is a 5-speed transmission lah.
Yeah.
So what is this
Suichuka shift knob. Influence like JDM,
Oh.
Suzuku kind of thing.
Okay, okay. So there are real flowers inside
Not sure. China one maybe, Fufu one.
Okay, so he has the extended stock handbrake. So can you show how it works?
How it works?
Yeah.
Normally we just do like this for drifting.
Okay, so how do you lock the handbrake
Okay,
into
so how
position?
do I lock? It's like because there's no button here, so I
Okay.
have to lift this up.
Okay, and
And then the normal gear from the handbrake, so I just put it inside.
okay, and then now it's locked.
Yeah.
Do you want to turn on the ignition to show
For
it?
the gauges, it is
Okay, we have
Thailand Defi.
we have water temp, oil pressure. You need that definitely, and then oil temperature. And then he also has the DEFI controller lah, to transfer all the information to the gauges. Okay, we can turn it off now.
Okay.
Loud. Okay. The typical AE86 dashboard lah. The same one as Takumi's from Initial D.
Turn on the light. And this one, turn on the wiper.
Yeah, the rest of the interior rear is stock seats lah, right?
Nadi steering. Arrow speed. Take it out is I press the button.
Okay.
Just take it out.
So during drifting, right, they won't turn on their aircon, or in his case, he doesn't have an aircon. So they would install this kind of
China.
custom China Alibaba Shopee fans to blow air to them when they are drifting lah. Should we start it up to hear how it sounds?
Okay.
So you can hear the clutch, got a cring sound. What clutch do you have?
Ogura Super Single.
Wow, and it's very stiff lah.
Okay lah. This one quite okay, quite comfortable.
Okay. And enough for you to clutch kick the fuck out of it, right? He said lah, he has a mount cam. So let's go to the front. Let's see how the ITBs sound. 你可以从那边拉吗？ OK， 现在。For the drivetrain in drift cars, it's very important also lah, from their transmission to their differential to the axle. And the transmission is a stock AE86 gearbox, and then you transfer it to a what differential?
TRD.
TRD differential lah. It's an LSD lah.
LSD two-way LSD, 4.6 ratio,
Okay.
and big shaft.